morning, everybody. Welcome to Vision. I'm so glad you're here on this beautiful day. Could you all stand up and join us in singing My Soul is Welcome Here?
In prayer, shall we? Just feeling the perfection of being here right now in this place, being welcomed, being the soul that we are. Just so grateful for us to come together in consciousness this way. Just knowing there is one life, one love, one law. It is the life, the love, the law of spirit, operating everywhere, always moving into a greater expression of itself, guiding, directing, and loving itself as us. For we are it, and it is us. And so I know that we are just blessed by our participation here today. We just celebrate our connection together, knowing that we're held in the arms of spirit and that all our needs are met in this overflowing good. I know all is well, for all is God, and so it is. So good morning, good morning. Oh, look at all your lovely faces. So happy to be here. I'm Rev.Jeanne Phillips. I am a staff minister here at Vision, giving Reverend Patty a day off. Yay. Beautiful. Welcome to this this celebration of life that is our Sunday celebration and our lovely day. Happy to be here. Happy you're here. Also those online watching. Thrilled. So this is Pride Month, but today we are honoring Juneteenth, the National Independence Day, also known as Freedom Day. And so Deneen is coming up and going to tell us all about that.
Good morning, everyone. Well, you do have lovely faces. Yes, it is Pride Month, but Friday is Juneteenth. So I'm representing the Diversity Committee, so I'm just going to share a little bit about Juneteenth. So Friday we will recognize Juneteenth, a day that commemorates the end of slavery in the United States. Juneteenth marks June 19th, 1865, when Union soldiers arrived in Galveston, Texas, and announced that enslaved African Americans were free, more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation had been issued. Juneteenth is both a celebration of freedom and an opportunity for reflection. It honors the resilience, contributions, and achievements of African Americans while reminding us of the importance of continuing to build communities where opportunity, equity, and inclusion are available to all. As we observe this day, let us take a moment to recognize our shared history, celebrate progress, and reaffirm our commitment to a brighter future for everyone. Thank you.
Yes, let's. I love that. Thank you. So I want to tell you about all the support that we offer here at Vision. And one of the best ways we do that is through our prayer practitioners. Right? They are licensed spiritual counselors who studied for years and are practiced in the art of healing and affirmative prayer. So if the practitioners in the room, raise your hand so everyone can see you. Wonderful. And they will be up here at the end of service, and you can just go up and ask them for prayer. Also, you can find their names and phone numbers in your program, or just fill out a prayer request form. And when you do that, I see Victoria has the box collecting the prayers, and the practitioners will be praying on those all week for you. And if you put your phone number and ask for a voicemail, their practitioner will leave a voicemail with a prayer that you can listen to all week. So it's a great deal. So there's simply no reason not to get the support that you need today. We also have guest packets. Yes. They're found at the entrance or in the back on the table there. Just pick one up. They are, they tell all about us, who we are, and they're a great way to share the love that we have. We're all about love today. So there's a wonderful greeting that we recite to our guests and to ourselves to remind ourselves that we are always connected, heart to heart. So I invite you to say that with me right now. Whoever you are and wherever you are, you're welcome here. You are safe and you are loved. You are truly loved just as you are. So now just turn to someone next to you and welcome them. Maybe just say, hey, welcome to Vision. So much love in this room. I love it. And now our celebration singers will lead us in a centering song to prepare us for our meditation.
God is breathing me. God is beating my heart. God is breathing. With every word that I say, God is my life this day. God is
Good morning. My name is Ann DiNapoli, and I am a licensed spiritual counselor here at Vision. Please take these quotations into your heart as you move into the silence and allow the tones of the bowl to bring you into and out of a 5-minute meditation. This first quote is from Reverend Dr. Sonny Cantrell Smith. Love asks something of us. It calls us to be present, accountable, and aligned with spirit. And from our founder, Ernest Holmes, for love is the giveness of the self, the imparting of the self to people, the projection of the self into the activities of life. The memorial candle is lit for Taiji, beloved cat companion of Lin Motai. Taiji made his transition at the end of last month, and what I know is Taiji is existing just as we do in that upward spiral of existence. I know that God gives us our fur babies as a companion not only, but as a perfect example of unconditional love. And I know for Lynn that she is remembering all the love, rising her oxytocin and her vibration. And I know that that comforts her, and that Taiji still exists, and that energy is never lost and certainly never forgotten. And I know there is only one. There is only God. And I know that God has infused me with everything I need to create, to co-create whatever it is I desire in my life. I know I was given the perfect healing machine for free. I know for myself the expression of all the qualities of God. And as I know this for myself, I know this for all of us, that we are powerful and magical beyond what we can even conceive. I know that we are releasing anything and everything that interferes with that communication between spirit and us. We cannot escape. We cannot deny God is within us. And we have all those qualities that we can access, and we're doing that right here and right now. I know that this community is loving, safe, supportive. We are allowing each other to be our unique and weird and wonderful selves. I know that this service is perfect. I know that Jean's talk is perfect. The food, the tech, the musicians, everything is absolutely the way it's supposed to be. And we are receiving what we need in every moment on this planet, in this existence. And I personally do not care what the 3D looks like. I am choosing right here, right now, to be that whole, perfect, and complete soul that God put inside this vehicle. I am so grateful. I cannot even express the amount of gratitude I have for this community, for this teaching, for the people in this community. I love each and every one. I'm loved. We are all loved. And so I just say thank you, thank you, thank you, and so it is.
Please join me in welcoming back to Vision for you, to Vision for me, Shania Pugh.
Good morning, Vision. Thank you for having me. I was going to give you an assignment, but I thought it's a little early. So I'm going to give you an invitation. As I sing this next song, which is an India Irie song that I absolutely love, and I hope you enjoy it too, I want you to think of a place or a thing or a feeling that helps bring you back to the now, to the present, something that grounds you. So that's your invitation. strike, when the thunder starts to roll, when this life becomes a fight, you are where I put my gloves down. When I'm running out of time, you are where I go to slow down. You are my favorite place. You are my sacred space. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Where I go to be moved, where I go to be still, your love makes me new. In your presence I heal. You are my favorite place. You are my sacred space. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. No walls, no war, no calls, no weapons formed, no love, what for? You are where I go to hide. You are where I go to heal. You are where I go to feel, to remember what is real. You are my favorite place. You are my sacred space. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Ooh, I went there. How about you? Oh no, what did I do? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I like that. Thank you. Thank you. And that fits right in with our theme of higher, deeper love. We're all about love today. And today I want to look at where that higher, deeper love shows up. Even here, even now. You know, we can so easily see love when things are going beautifully, right? When the relationship is healthy and the bank account is full and And you look, you just feel like you're in your skin, right? And the world seems to be cooperating in every way. And then we go, oh yeah, there's a divine quality of love. It's there. I know it. I feel it. I see it. But what about when things are falling apart? Right? When the diagnosis comes, when the relationship cracks, or you look in the mirror and you don't quite recognize the person that's looking back at you. It's a lot harder. It's a lot harder to feel the power of divine love, right? To see it, to really feel it, and feel that it's active in your life. And I think that's why, most of us certainly have been there. I know I have. And I think that's why we come here on Sunday, isn't it? Because there's a part of us that is calling and yearning to know a deeper, fuller love, and to be able to see it everywhere. Right? Not a love that depends on circumstances as being just right. Not a love that shows up just for the easy parts. But a love that is so vast and so essential and so real that nothing can take it away. Ernest Holmes wrote, and I love this, "There is but one ultimate impulsion in the universe. This impulsion is love. It is the pure essence of divine givingness." The pure essence of divine givingness, right? And it stops me every time I read that, because he's not saying that love is just a nice part of a good life, right? What he's saying is love is the very fabric of our existence. It is the fabric of our existence. So think about that just for a moment. If love is the impulsion, the driving force behind everything that is, then it can't only be present when it feels good and when we feel good. It has to be present always, because it's the fabric of our existence, right? Even here, even now. And that really changes everything. It was something that took me a while to understand as I meandered along my spiritual path, shall we say. I realized that for years I had practiced a kind of selective love. I would extend warmth and compassion only to the parts of myself and my life that were, presentable, shall we say, right? The parts I was proud of, the accomplishments, the moments of grace, the version of me that showed up all put together all the time, right? But the messy parts, the fear, the shame, the places where I'd stumbled or fallen flat, those I didn't share so much, right? They were kind of tucked away, both from myself, even seeing it in myself, as well as sharing it with others. I just figured, the messy parts just didn't belong in the conversation about love, right? But what I didn't realize I was doing was setting a ceiling on love, a glass ceiling that really kept me from going any higher or any deeper in that knowing of love. Because here's the spiritual truth, right? Love is in every moment, even the ones we label good and the ones we label not so good, right? Those uncomfortable, challenging, painful moments. Love is always there. It must be. It can't be otherwise. So even here, even now, right? So here's a story that I love. It's one of the Hindu creation stories, and it's about the god Brahma. In the beginning, there was only Brahma. He was the creator of the universe, and he was completely alone. And with no one to interact with, well, he got a little bored. I can understand that. So he created this magnificent goddess named Maya to be his compassion and to help create a cosmic game with him. Maya agreed to the game, but on one condition. Brahma had to follow her rules. But eager to begin, Brahma said, okay, I'll agree. And she said, let's create a whole universe. So Brahma brought forth the stars and the earth and all living creatures, and finally created humans who were intelligent enough to marvel at his creation, right? And then Maya said, okay, now the game begins. She grabbed Brahma and shattered him into 1 billion tiny microscopic pieces and placed apart a piece of him inside every single human being. And she told him, okay, here's the game. I'm going to make you forget who and what you are, and you're going to spend your life trying to find yourself. A cosmic game of hide and seek, right? But you know what? Isn't that exactly what we're doing? Aren't we always at some level trying to find ourselves, to remember who we really are? It's that yearning, it's that part, that search always for a deeper, greater, right? And we're each carrying a piece of the divine inside us. The love that's at the heart of all things, it's a tangible force. And it's always seeking a greater expression. And you know what? Like a magnet, it's seeking to unite itself with itself, in us, as us, and in each other. And you know what? It's always, always calling us home. Even here, even now. You know, the poet Thomas Chandler wrote, to love a person is to learn the song that lives in their heart and sing it to them when they have forgotten it. And you know, God, Spirit, knows that song that's in your heart because Spirit put it there, right? And whenever you forget, whenever the noise of life may drown it out, love is right there, softly singing it to you. And again, that's what these Sunday mornings are all about, right? Just a little reminder of the song. So let's talk about this higher, deeper love. How does that actually look in practice? Because here's the thing, love is not always neat and tidy. Surprise, right? In fact, it often shows up in the messiest of places. It shows up in that difficult conversation that you chose to have instead of going silent. That's love. That's love. It shows up in the act of forgiveness, not for the other person's sake, but because your heart needed the spaciousness that comes from letting go. That's love. And, you know, it shows up when you're healing from something painful, and you keep showing up for yourself anyway. That's love. That's self-love, right? That raw, unglamorous, profound self-love. Marianne Williamson put it this way: love is not a feeling, it's an ability. You have an ability to love. It's a choice. You can choose to be loving even when it's difficult, even when there's conflict, even when there's pain, right? An ability, a choice. And that reframes it all, doesn't it? We stop waiting for love to arrive as a feeling, and we start showing up as love. It's an act of will, a decision made fresh every morning, right? In the way you listen, the way you speak, the way you hold space for someone who's struggling, the way you look in the mirror and choose to be kind to yourself, right? M. Scott Peck said it plainly. He said, love is an act of will, namely both in intention and in action. We do not have to love, we choose to love. And you know what? That's really liberating. Because it means that love is always available. Even when the feeling isn't there yet, the choice is. And the choice made consistently becomes a practice. And the practice over time becomes who you are. Right? Should I say that again? Yeah. Love is always available. Even when the feeling isn't there, the choice is there. And the choice made consistently becomes a practice. And the practice over time becomes who we are. Yeah. And here's the part I really want you to sit with today. This higher, deeper love, it's not just personal, right? It's collective. It's collective. Ernest Holmes writes, if we would look for a God of love, we must look long and deeply into each other. We must look away from the differences until we penetrate into the unity of the whole. Love alone reveals love. Love alone reveals love. When we stop staring at what divides us and instead remember our inherent wholeness, we begin to dissolve the illusion of separation. We see in one another not a stranger or an opponent, not a threat, but a unique and beloved expression of the same one life that we are. Ram Dass put it this way. He says, when you perceive yourself and others as souls, you bring love, truth, and compassion to your interactions with others. Then you are the mirror of their soul. A soul recognizes another soul, right? We see each other as souls. A soul recognizes another soul. It's like the mirror. There's something in you that recognizes something in me. Not personality, not roles, not our achievements, but the soul of who I am and the soul that you are. This is the Brahma piece, right? The divine spark that lives and breathes and has never once forgotten what it is. And here's where I want to go even a little deeper, so stay with me here. Because if we're not careful, talking about collective love can be a beautiful way to avoid it. Okay? Right? Right? It's easy to love collectively in the abstract. It's easy to feel the warm glow of unity in a room like this with people we already agree with, right? And I'm not putting that down, right? I mean, I'm not dismissing it. It's a real thing. It's good. But as Reverend Patty said, talked about last Sunday, love is also fierce. Love doesn't mean politeness. It doesn't mean conflict avoidance. It doesn't mean pretending that injustice doesn't exist. Love means telling the truth, the whole truth, right? With a capital T. And that's not always easy. In fact, it can be downright hard, right? Hard, especially when it means naming things like racism, inequity, inequality, and greed. Not as distant problems, but as living ones found within our lives today. Right? It's hard when it means forgiving without denying that harm has been done. Love is hard when it means welcoming the stranger that maybe you were taught to fear. Or when it means seeing an economy that is breaking people and not looking away. And maybe hardest of all, it means giving up judging others to be wrong, giving up contempt. Yep, even that. Even that. Even for the people we believe are the most wrong. Even then, right? Because, here's the thing. Holding people in judgment or contempt, that's not love. It's the armor we put on love. It's the armor we put on because love feels too risky or too costly. And it always, always breaks down connection when connection is really what is needed most. Yeah. Now, I'm not taking political sides here. Really, I'm not. I'm talking about something that it runs beneath it all. It's a spiritual demand that love makes of all of us, regardless of where we stand. Holmes said there's no way to demonstrate love other than to love. Right? Not to philosophize about it, not to post about it, not to feel it privately and then keep it safely contained, right? It's to demonstrate love, to be love in our choices, in our communities, in what we're willing to say out loud and to stand behind. That's a spiritual act. That is love in its most collective and courageous form. Even here, even now, even if it might cost us something. So just take a breath with me, okay? I just invite you to go within for a moment. That place that Shania brought us to. Just closing your eyes and letting go. And just feel yourself being held in this moment. Held by this community. Held by something infinitely larger and more loving than anything you can fully comprehend. And now bring to mind a situation in your life right now that's a bit challenging. Maybe a personal struggle, a difficult relationship, maybe something in the world that feels heavy or wrong. And don't try to fix it. Instead, just invite love in. Invite love into it. Ask yourself, how might love be present here, even now? Could it be the courage that it takes to face this thing honestly? Or the compassion you're offering yourself as you navigate it? Or maybe simply the resilience that's keeping you moving forward, even on those hard days. Because when we look through the lens of love, we're not pretending that the problem isn't there. We're not slapping a spiritual bypass on it. We're acknowledging the current reality while still holding a higher truth. Allowing this deep divine love to move through the challenge and bring us into alignment with the highest good. The truth is, love asks something of us. It asks us to go higher, beyond the petty grievances and the superficial judgments and the comfortable smallness of staying safe. It asks us to go deeper into the vulnerability, into the shadows, into the raw and unpolished places where we don't always like what we find. And in both directions, we discover the same thing. Love is already there, waiting, holding the whole of it. And each time we choose love, in the easy moments and the hard ones, for ourselves and for others, we're not creating something new. We're simply remembering it. We're Brahma waking up, right? We're not. It's the soul recognizing itself. Because this is who you are. This is what I am. This is what we are together. The infinite love of God, individualized, expressed, alive in these beautiful, messy, magnificent human forms. Right, Anne? Yeah. And you know what? It's enough. In fact, it's more than enough. It's everything. So I am going to give you some homework and assignment this week. I invite you to find one moment each day, just one, where love shows up in an unexpected or maybe even an uncomfortable place. Maybe it shows up in the middle of a disagreement. Maybe it shows up in the quiet act of forgiving yourself for something old. But when you find it, name it, and then just say to yourself, there you are, love. I see you. There you are, love. I see you. Because the more we practice seeing love, the more love we find. That's the truth. So go higher, go deeper. Love is already there, even here, even now. Thank you very much.
So love isn't personal, it's collective, right? So I have an assignment again for you, or an invitation. I invite you to sing along when we get to the chorus parts. You're gonna sing, your love keeps lifting me, love keeps lifting me. Yeah, once we get in the right key, then we're gonna sing together. All right, here we go. Your hands, you can stand and move. We love it. Here we go. Your love has lifted me higher than I've ever been lifted before. So keep it up and quench my desire, and I'll be at your side forevermore. Here we go. Well, disappointment was my closest friend, but then it came and soon it departed.
So this is our time for conscious giving, our chance to give and receive in that ever-flowing circulation of good. Right? We know that as we share our gifts, we absolutely receive even more. It's the law of abundance, divine circulation. Yeah. You simply can't outspend God, as we all know. Yes. So I invite you to contribute to the financial health and well-being of Vision, giving back to where you're spiritually fed. Your donation makes a difference. So join me in this prayer of gratitude as we go within. Again, just giving thanks. Giving thanks for the abundance, the divine supply in each of our lives. I know that the gifts given do go out to heal, to prosper, and bless all that they touch. They are the physical proof of a spiritual truth, that God is source and substance and all supply. And so I know as we give freely, we receive mightily. As life renews itself, we are blessed, and our gift returns multiplied abundantly, overflowing. And so it is. So this is our time for Miracle Minute. This is a chance to share our experience of answered prayer and how it demonstrates in our lives. I haven't heard of one. Reverend Patty, do you have one? No? Okay. Then you will email one to, here's your assignment. Email one to Reverend Patty this week, and she'll read it next week. But we do love to hear your answered prayers. It does inspire us. And now it's time for Last Word by Johnny Kirko. Here's Johnny.
What is this, Halloween or something? Hello, everybody online. We continue our meet and greet right after our celebration. We would love for you to join us as a community from all over the world is going to join us, and we also have a practitioner available for one-on-one prayer. Say hello. This Wednesday night is open mic night, so join us. We'll have Jim Bianchi over here on the piano playing, and if you want to sing a song, or Liz, want to come back, or anybody wants to read some poetry, we've had all kinds of wonderful stuff, storytelling, so join us Wednesday at 7. On this Thursday is Joe Rathburn live at Dark 30. He's doing a concert here with his band that he did a concert, or he created a CD 20 years ago, and he's recreating it all and stuff. So it's a really good concert, Joe Rathburn and his team. Next week, Andy and Nathan will be back. Their soundtrack of summer is the theme for that night. So we'll talk more about that. So Pride is this month is Pride Month, but next month is the San Diego's Pride Walk. So yes, Nancy over here is wearing one of the shirts that we have that is available if anybody wants to know. Yes. You're gonna have to come over here now so the people online can see it too.
So my miracle minute was about my knee. So I'm going to forward it to Rev.Jeanne because it was part of the class that inspired the transition. But anyway, that's for another time. Right now we're going to talk about Pride. We have white t-shirts and we have black t-shirts. And if you already have a t-shirt, then you don't need another one, obviously. So we're going to wear the same ones that we've worn for the last 3 years. So I have a sign-up sheet that's out there for people that want to participate in the parade. So we can have like 25 walkers, and we're all excited about getting this done. So just sign up, and it's July 18th. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Nancy. Be careful. Good job. So, Gourmets for God. I wanted to mention real quickly how successful the program was. We had our first Gourmets for God yesterday here. Cindy May hosted, and she was making salmon and all kinds of wonderful stuff. Rich, how much did we raise? $7,500 was raised from the Gourmets for God. Really fantastic events. You get to meet our community. So it's really, really a great community-based program. Thank you for all the hosts, for everybody who's purchased. I think we had 65 bidders, all kinds of really cool stuff. So thank you, everybody who was a part of that. We've got some classes starting up in July, Spiritual Economics and the Mystical Path. We'll talk to you guys a little bit more about what those classes are, but if you want to know more about them, go to the website. You'll be able to see what it's about and how to sign up and join us for that. Also in July, we've got Karen Drucker who's going to be here. She's doing, it's called I Give Myself Permission To. Karen Drucker is fantastic leader. She does a women's retreat as well as great music, and then she'll be singing with us the next day. So wonderful, wonderful stuff. So see the website for that. How about Shania Pugh today? Love having Shana with us. Reverend Patty will be back next week. Her talk title is Both and. I don't know what that's about. Joe Rathburn and the Vision House Band will be here. It's Father's Day, so join us for that. And Joe's got his wonderful dad songs that he sings. Also, we're going to be doing a special in hospitality. It's all of the things your dad liked, or you like to cook for dad, or dad liked to cook in the barbecue, whatever. And we will not have Janet with us next week, so we need help in the kitchen. So if anybody wants to help Larry in that, we appreciate the support. Jill, we would love any support you can give us. I love Jill because she used to do the kitchen way back when, so thank you, thank you. Anyway, I'm done. Thanks.
Wonderful. So time for affirmations. Yes. So I invite you to stand up, and all the practitioners, ministers, come on up in front for me. Yay, there we go. All right, I have to find mine. Here we go. The first one, everything. Everything I see is either an act of love or a call for love. Love is my ultimate intention. I am learning to love myself more each day. Number two. Love is my ultimate intention. Yes, it is. So let's just ground that in prayer. Just so grateful for this time together today, to know and feel and be love. I know the truth of this moment is that love is the only power, the only presence, the only reality. And each person here is full and perfect expression of that love. The infinite love of God, individualized, expressed, alive, in these beautiful, messy, magnificent human forms. I love that. We see it everywhere and in everything. Yes, there you are, love. I see you. And we express it in all the ways, and all that we do and all that we say. You know, love is here. Love is now. Love is the very ground on which we stand. And I am just so grateful for this truth and for this beautiful expression of spirit that is vision. And so I simply allow it to be, and so it is. Thank you all.